Hello, my name is Thomas Phillips and I will be the designer for the team Toucan Play. Our game will appeal to that oldest of human desires, to fly. In Bird Survival, it's a working title, you play a bird searching for food. You must feed yourself to keep your energy up, allowing you to fly further. When darkness falls, you must return to your nest or face the predators of the night. While the mechanics bear a resemblance to the immensely popular and strangely addictive Motherlode, we're actually following in the footsteps of Flower by that game company, winner of the 2009 Best Independent Game Award. They proved that there is a market for relaxing games with emotive visual storytelling that we feel has not been tapped. The focus of our game will be capturing the feel of a bird in flight and giving the player as much control over that idea as possible. For this, we will be using the Kinect. We want players to have control over everything, down to the nuances of wing position. To this aim, we will track their arms and, through complex programming, transfer that positional data into the aerodynamics of the bird. Controller controls will also be implemented, but we will be focusing on the Kinect as we feel it's an underused peripheral of an extremely well-known console. It's an untapped market. The energy bar decreases with every flap the player makes. This is not a challenge, it's an encouragement. It encourages the player to refine their techniques to find a more efficient way of flying. Players will be able to make use of thermal updrafts and winds to get around the stunning environments created by Rob, our artist.
Hi, I'm Rob. I'll be creating the environments that the player will be flying around. I'll also be creating the interactable elements within the game, such as the fruits and berries the player will need to collect to keep their energy up. We're also going to have collectible materials for building new nests. In terms of the art style, we want to go for a more toony kind of look, something like the 3D Zelda games or from the new PS4 release title Knack. We're going to go for a jungle setting and then create more environments if we have sufficient time to invest and we're happy with what we already have.
Hi, I'm Matt and I'm one of the programmers at Toucan Play. While coming up with an interesting and new concept in a game is important, it is also crucial to remember that the game still has to be fun to play. Now, at the forefront of the game is the freedom of flight, the core mechanic behind the game. But alongside this is the nesting mechanic, whereby you can construct new nests from items you find on the ground. Also included are various unlockables, new birds, environments and so on, each with advantages and disadvantages. To give the game some challenge, multiple scoring systems are also included. For example, the longest flight or the longest survival. Now, so that you can target as many or as few areas as you like. These scores can then be shared with your friends via an online scoring system.
Hi, I'm Chris from Toucan Play, and today I'm talking about the mechanics for our game. The bird will be sitting on the branch, and if I do this, I will start to flight. The reason why I don't hold my hands up as I start to flight is because over time my hands and arms will naturally get tired. Now the whole point of this game is flight, and the whole point is flight. So if I do this, I rotate in that direction, do that, and rotate in that direction. If I want to dive down, I would do that, and the bird would dive. Naturally over time I would descend. So if I flap again, I will ascend, as the bird does. There will be winds and updrafts in the game, and my bird will be flying, and there will be a wind draft, and when it hits, it will increase over time. That is why it's most efficient to try and get into these drafts, and you will be able to get an efficient way of flying.
Hi, I'm Nathan. I'm a programmer from Toucan Play. Primarily, I'm here to talk about the Kinect. Using the Kinect as a control scheme provides pretty precise control for the player. This can sort of be brought into making really interesting and fun gameplay, which it is very different from other games of its type. It also offers very accurate limb tracking, which also ties into using it as a controller, so you can use your limbs as a controller rather than holding a controller in your hands. This is what makes Kinect a unique system. We are also going to be using a normal Xbox 360 controller and tying in all the controls with that device. This will provide the player with a more relaxed sort of gameplay and a way to play the game, whereas the Kinect is a more active and healthy choice.